Hello, 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 John Bain. How's everybody? Hope you're all well. Donald Trump is trying to turn our military, uh, comprised of our fellow Americans, our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, our buddies, into his own personal gang of enforcers, his own gang of leg breakers, like the mob. Recently, Pete Hegseth has ordered very dangerous and deadly and lethal assaults what are purported to be by the administration, no reliable source, of, of, so, of so-called drug boats coming into our ocean, into our harbor, coming to this country. And he's ordered the military to use lethal force on them. And we don't know if they're actually drug cartel boats for real. Could be tourists, could be fishermen, could be people escaping the Maduro regime in Venezuela. Yeah, Hegseth, just like Trump himself, is trying to pass himself off as this big, bad, badass man. Try, Trying to use whatever mechanisms of the state, our regular military, our National Guard, our law enforcement agencies, to enforce his bidding. And we can't have that. It's like he is declaring war on us, the American people. And retired and military leaders have been urging the men and women of our armed forces to remember their oath as to the Constitution of the United States, to protect the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Domestic. And Trump is the domestic enemy of the American people. Recently, 6 members of Congress, senators and House members, put out a video, and they're all Democratic and former military. And they urged our men and women in the armed forces to remember their oath. To do not obey an illegal order. It's the right and duty to not obey an illegal order. And Higgs is trying to be a hero, threatens to call Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona, naval officer, astronaut, husband of Gabby Giffords, trying to call him back into service so he can have him court-martialed. And the whole regime is racist and stupid. Like Higgs's war on so-called DEI in the military, trying to wipe out any mention of the contributions to our military of African Americans and Native Americans and Hispanic Americans and women Americans and LGBTQ Americans. It's gone to the most ridiculous level. It is as much ridiculous as it is dangerous. It's like trying to deny the accomplishments of these groups in our society. It's an attempt to repress these groups, these formerly repressed and oppressed groups. See, the telling of their history is a form of assertiveness of themselves. To say that they do matter, they are really Americans. and and you remember earlier in uh, I think September it was, yeah, when Hegseth, or well earlier in the year, orders every general and every admiral from every command to come to Quantico, and he's going to lecture them about the warrior ethos. Then Trump comes in and tells them that they're going to practice military exercises in American cities. He's going to turn our cities into war zones. He's declaring war on cities run by Democrats as a way to repress him. And we have to keep urging our military people, don't do this. That is an illegal order. Please do not obey it. That's my message to you, my military brothers and sisters. And for our part, we can't be passive either. I urge you to continue to educate yourselves on the issues, keep yourselves informed, keep yourselves up to speed with things, educate yourselves, organize in your neighborhoods and definitely your work sites, and get out there and vote. The recent elections early in November show the importance of local community organizing in the grassroots and local political organizing. These local elections, occasionally some special elections for Congress, some legislatures, 2 governorships, these elections have been a disaster for the Republicans. This is an off-year election, which nobody supposedly pays attention to. But the Republicans are damn sure paying attention. And they're getting nervous. They know they're going to have a hell of a time trying to hold on to the House and the Senate. So let's keep it up. Let's keep our organizing up at the end. And let our military people know we are not the enemy. Trump is. Okay, now advertisements. All this work I do on my media is work. Work on my YouTube channel, my podcast, my blog, my poetry, my fiction, all work. And I need to be compensated for my work. I put money out to put my material on these platforms. I need to be compensated. And hopefully with enough money to raise it all to a higher level. Therefore, I urge you, I ask that you get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button, and see what you can give. I would most graciously appreciate it. Thanks. And my novel, Soldier of the Cross, is available on Amazon.com. It's the story of David Lucas, who is a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a horde chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army, and he comes out of the army a fanatical, born-again Christian, just wanting to be a manly man for Jesus. But how he goes about it leads him into trouble. Please look it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. And please check out my 3 poetry volumes, Mutterings, Out of the Box and Into the Dark, published on KDP Amazon. Thank you. And also, Hemperific. Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you will find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and drinks and teas and flour and hand sanitizer and dog treats. Yeah, dog treats. Look them up, please. HemperificLLC.com. And also, my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. GrowWithSnow.com. Okay. Oh, here's a note. This Sunday, December the 7th, my favorite watering hole dive bar, Dirty Frank's, is having their Traveling Wares Arts and Crafts market. Local craftspeople will come in, displaying their handmade works, jewelry and self-published graphic novels and jams and preserves. I myself will be there to sell my books. Please stop by Dirty Frank's Sunday afternoon, December the 7th, 13th and Pine, and pick up some nice handcrafted gift for the loved ones and support local artists. Okay. Now I must depart for now. And I'll continue to fight, and don't you give it up either. Take care. Bye.